We are here today with Aaron Johnson, who has been helping Trinity's crash course into the world of live streaming and building an internet presence. So I welcome you, Aaron.
Thank you, Sandy.
My first question for you is that these changes have required some brand new technology for Trinity. So without getting too technical, can you tell us what some of those improvements are?
Yes, well, I'll give you a brief history of our live stream services. These services started early in the pandemic, and it was Pastor's daughter who had the idea of we should Facebook Live these services. So she used Pastor's phone and just held up the phone and recorded Pastor doing the service, and that's where we started. And then over the months, we've built on that and trying to incorporate multi-camera views so we can see the other aspects of the service going on. And then graphics so we can bring up the words to the songs or the responses in the prayers. So we've tried to enhance this. The idea is to give people watching the best experience possible, to try to give them that worship experience that we usually would have in person. So we're trying to duplicate that as best as possible through the use of technology.
How do you see the new technology really enhancing Trinity's mission within the congregation, but also we've been reaching out and trying to build an internet presence to the larger world?
Yeah, so we are in the process of purchasing equipment that Trinity can own and that will always be at the church that will allow us to broadcast our services with multi-cameras and all these graphics and things that I was just talking about, and to keep on engaging our members who aren't comfortable coming in person yet, but also to reach out to shut-ins, students who are going to leave off, go off to college, people who snowbird back and forth, those who are just out of the area but still want to keep connected. We've already found over the last couple of months that we have people who are not in the area tuning in regularly and participating in our services online. And I think that'll continue to happen. And that even when the day comes when we do go back in person and things are quote unquote back to normal, there will still be a demand for people to watch these things online and participate in their own way and their own time. Matt, Fritz, and I have joked back when our sons played baseball, Sunday mornings we would drive to a tournament to get those boys there early, and then we had to sit around a couple hours for that game to start. And we could have, if we had that technology and those services back then, we could have participated in the service while we were waiting for those baseball games to start. And I think that's another aspect too. Young families, young busy families, or families with small children that don't necessarily feel comfortable or can wrangle the kids and bring them on a Sunday morning, they can participate from home. They can watch it whenever. What's great about the Facebook Live services is that you can tune in live, and there's a lot of interaction amongst people in the comment sections, and there's a little bit of fellowship, virtual fellowship that way. But then these services live online that you can watch either on Facebook or YouTube, and you can watch them whenever you want, whatever time works for you. The technology, like any AV technology, does have costs related to that. And we've been fortunate that the council had recently approved the purchase of buying some equipment. I spent the last several months researching what's the most affordable and reliable option for Trinity. You can spend a lot of money very quickly with AV equipment. And I was trying to come up with a process and a proposal that wouldn't break the bank, but give us a quality worship experience. And so we are in the purchase of buying that equipment now and having it set up. And it's my goal to help train other people and other members of the congregation to run these equipment. So it's not just one person, and that other people can participate. And again, I think the virtual or the live aspect of our services will always be there, even when we're getting back to normal. And I think it's exciting. It's a great global outreach tool for our church.
If I understand it correctly, the proposal that you came up with has 2 phases. Can you explain that for us, please?
Yes, and before I mentioned, council had approved phase 1. And phase 1 were the cameras, a little switcher box that allows us to switch between cameras, cables and cords, an AV cart, so all this stuff can live on a cart that can be rolled around and moved from place to place. Phase 2 includes the computer aspect of the proposal. Right now, I've been using my own equipment and my own computer. And I didn't put the computer in phase one because the cost of a computer can fluctuate. You know, it could be something used, it could be donated, it could be new. And until we get all this equipment in one spot and start using it practically, we'll then find out what kind of computer needs we need. So phase two is incorporating a computer or a possible tablet to help run this equipment. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue using my computer because we have the luxury to take our time and kind of figure this out before we jump in the deep end and buy expensive computers.
Okay, Aaron, well, I thank you very much for helping Trinity with this huge project of building the technology. And thank you for chatting with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.